Hi, this is May's Design Corner, and I am coming to you again with a quick and easy meals. I'm doing a collab with Deborah, Deborah, Deborah Kabasa, and Jeans Seco, and more, and the Grace Life DIY. Please forgive me. This has been a long day, and I am basically tired. And as I told you previously, I will not do any makeovers or take out any mistakes or anything that I do in my videos because I feel like, hey, we're all human and we do make mistakes. So I do not like to take out anything to make my video look perfect, because we're not all perfect. We just here by the grace of God. Okay, I'm going to try to be as fast as I can today because I noticed that my videos are pretty long, but I do like to talk while I'm doing things, and I did that at home as well. Well, today we're going to be making, the Jiffy Corn Muffin Mix. Yes, I made my own. I always do a lot of things because I'm from old school, and a lot of people don't do old school stuff anymore, but I do. And another thing I like doing that a lot of people probably do not do or will not do or don't want to do, I go to a lot of Japanese stores. I go to Spanish stores because that sell Spanish products. I love Spanish seasonings, and I love different things from the Spanish perspective, okay? I grew up in a diversified neighborhood, so I'm used to a lot of different foods, cultures, and different things. So today I decided I'm going to show you how I made my own Jiffy corn mix, because I found that my children like that sweet corn mix. So I decided to make my own, and I'm going to make my own and show you how I made my Jiffy corn mix. First of all, I went to my favorite store here. I found one here, and I got this cornmeal. Here it is. And it's fine cornmeal. It's fine. It's really fine. So it's good. We're not going to have to do any sifting today. So this will go pretty fast. So what I'm going to do today is show you how I make my Jiffy cornmeal mix. Okay. So I'm going to open this up. Here's my kitchen scissors right here. I use my kitchen scissors to open this up. And here we go. This is my container. I'm going to take as many of these I need to fill up my container. And I'm going to show you how I do it. Let me pour it out a little bit. This cornmeal is very good for making that Jiffy cornmeal mix. You can make your own, and you'll know what's in it. So much stuff is going on now. We don't know what's in all these foods and things that we're eating. So when you make your own stuff, it's even better. And today I want to talk about hard-headed children. When we were raising our kids, we raised our kids not really rough or mean, but we set rules. And that's what seems to be missing nowadays. Kids do not have any rules. I was listening to another young lady that was doing a collab today, Kim, and she was talking about how her husband set rules for their children. And we did that too. My husband did the same as well, and his rules had to stick. Okay, that was 4 cups of extra fine yellow cornmeal. Okay, the fine here. And I found this in El Pueblo, which means my store. I hope I got that right. But this is where I go to get my foods that I really need, good stuff. I really do. I love going into stores that are Spanish speaking and to buy some good things. Okay. Now I got 4 cups of the extra fine meal. I'm gonna put one of my cups full of flour. Let me dip it out. I have my little cup in here that I dip out. I'll make a full cup. And by the way, this is self-rising flour. And you know I told you on a previous video that I like white lily. I love white lily. So I got 1 cup of flour. I'm going to put that in there. Okay. And you see I'm using this as 15 ounces. So it's really going to be like, when you fill this up, it's going to be like 2 cups, actually. So I use 15 ounces. I got 4 15-ounce cups and then 1 15-ounce cup of flour. My next measurement will be powdered confectionery sugar. See? And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of this, which would be like 7.5 ounces, because that's 15 ounces. So it'll be like 7.5 ounces. Put that in. Everybody don't like sweet cornbread, but I always make this ahead, because you know if you have folks in, especially your grandkids, I make that for my grandkids as well. So we're going to put sugar in there, regular sugar. And I'm going to put about, this is a 15-ounce cup, so I'm going to put about 3 ounces of regular sugar in here. Okay? Put that back over there. Move this out of the way. And I'm going to get my baking powder and put it in there. Hold on just a minute. I have self-rising flour in here, but I always add a little more baking powder because, you know, this is cornmeal, and cornmeal is kind of heavy and sticky. Hold on a minute. It's my baking powder, and I got this from El Pueblo as well, the store, okay? This is my baking powder. This is it. Double acting baking powder. I used to use Clabber Girl because my grandparents started out with Clabber Girl. But to me, I just, you know, baking powder, as long as it's double acting, is baking powder. So I'm going to do 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons. And you know why I put 4 in there? Because I had 4 of the 15-ounce cups. So I'm going to do that. Put that 4 in there. Let me tell you something about your little children, little bad children. You know, people don't like when your kids are so disrespectful. You know, years ago, we wasn't allowed to be disrespectful. We would get smacked up. And our parents taught us that when you address a grown-up, it's yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. So this is my cultured buttermilk blend. But now kids will tell you, no, I don't wanna. Oh, You don't want them. Who asked you what you want to do? So no, that's not the way I was raised. And I raised my kids the same way, me and my husband. So with this cultured buttermilk, I'm going to put 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons, and that's enough. I use this instead of the liquid buttermilk. You don't have to put it in. And it's located in your in the store next to your evaporated milk. I don't know, it may not be like that in all stores, but in El Pueblo, where I go to get my supplies for making this, this is where it's located there. Okay, so now I got my everything there. I'm gonna put my top on it, and I'm gonna shake it up. And while I'm shaking it, we gotta get back to raising our kids right. That's why our kids are out of control. We don't have any meetings at home. I was listening to Kim. She was talking about how her husband, how they went to another church or a pastor or something. I hope I got it right. And she was saying that the pastor was talking about they have meetings with their children. We had meetings as well, and we had 10. So can you imagine sitting around a table discussing things? And we used to discuss a lot. And you're right. And one thing she said that I totally agreed to as well, our children didn't have a TV in their room. We all gathered in a den, or like we used to call it, in the front room, and I'm stirring it again with a spoon to make sure everything gets stirred up real good, okay? Yeah, we didn't have, but your children didn't have TVs and telephones and all that stuff in their bedroom. We didn't have, what we did in our bedroom, we could do our homework. We could sit and talk, sit and read the Bible. That's what I was taught to do when I was a child. And you definitely could not be in grown folks' conversation. I see children now, their mother and father start a conversation and they end it. Man, do you know my teeth would have been down my throat if I had done something like that? Oh man, no way, Jose. I would have gotten just absolutely killed. I really would have. So that's what's wrong with our children nowadays. We don't try to chastise them. We don't try to do it. Everything is cute. Oh, ain't she cute? No, she's not cute. He's not cute when they're being disrespectful and don't respect their elders, or I don't know. Children are not children anymore. When you find a family that discipline their children, everybody talk about them so bad, like they're doing something so wrong because they discipline their children. But you know what my grandmother used to say? Either you do it or the world will do it. My grandmother used to always say, the reason why we discipline you all, because if we don't discipline you all, the world is going to discipline you. And the way the world disciplines your children is totally different. So she made sure we were disciplined when we did something wrong. We didn't sit in grown folks' conversations. We didn't tell somebody, no, we didn't do that. So, hey, let's take a look at how we're raising our children. Have family meetings. Talk about things. Let your children know what you expect of them, and then ask them what they expect of you. You can't always give all the orders all the time, but you can let them ask you what they expect of you to a limit. Okay, so now we're finished with this homemade Jiffy corn mix. All you have to do is add your egg, butter, and milk to it. And boy, let me tell you, it makes a good, nice pan of cornbread. Now, after I make these mixes, I'm going to come back, do another one, and make some cornbread to let you see how it turns out. But this is how I do my Jiffy cornbread mix. I make my own. I really do. So much is going on now. We got to make sure our families are eating really, really nice. Okay, well, I'm going to put this on hold and I'm going to make another mix for you. And I'm going to try to get this due as fast as I can. But remember, your children need some discipline. You got it and you still alive. I got it and I'm still alive. Discipline. Now, okay, I'm going to start on my homemade chicken fry mix. Okay, homemade chicken fry mix. And I'm going to go pretty fast because I don't want to go too long on this. But I just wanted to reiterate what I said about your children being too fast and too grown. Please discipline your children. The Bible speaks of that. There's nothing going to happen to you if you tell your children to have manners. I see children out to eat dinner tearing up the whole restaurant. My Lord, my Lord. Woo! Okay, let's get to this chicken fry mix. I use 3 tablespoons of no salt seasoning, 3 tablespoons of onion powder, 3 tablespoons of Sazon tropical. I like this. This is so pretty, and it makes the chicken look golden brown. Yes, it does. And I use 3 tablespoons of garlic powder. Yes, I do. And I use 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and I'm going to go in and put that in now. And I'm using tablespoons. And it's not going to be too hot. I promise you it's not going to be too hot. That cayenne pepper is going to be just right. So now I use 3 cups of self-rising flour. I use white lily. Doesn't matter whether it's self-rising or plain. But for the chicken, for frying your chicken, 3 of these cups full of flour. A cup of cornstarch, and I use rice flour. Rice flour is almost like cornstarch, and it gives it that nice texture, and it makes it stick to your meat. You can use this for pork chops as well, honey. Anything you fry but fish, you can use this for it. I just love it. And it makes good gravy, too, because all the seasonings are in there. All you got to do is just put your grease in the bottom of your skillet and cook that flour for a minute, and it's already seasoned. Oh, my goodness. And it makes the best roux. Oh, my goodness. And I also use organic coconut flour. Organic coconut flour gives it kind of like a crunch. Okay. And then I found this. So I started putting this in there. Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. It says steak, but if you use it on your chicken, my goodness, my goodness. And I got this from the Dollar Tree cilantro lime. This is my first time using it, and I use 2 tablespoons of that. And I also use 2 tablespoons of the caramelized onion burger. It says burger, but when you put it in with your seasonings for your chicken, you will tell the difference. And I will go over this again before I close out for this chicken. And I'm stirring it up real good. I got all my seasonings in here, and I'm stirring them really good. And I'm going to put them in here. I made a well in the flour and put it down in there. Can you see that? And I'm just going to keep bringing it in. I'm just going to keep doing this till it all gets mixed. And let me tell you, it's going to get mixed. It looks like now that it may be a little bit too much, but it's not. It's going to get mixed. And when you dip it out to flour your stuff or to make a crust on it, your fry, it's going to be good. And again, here I go, because I believe in shaking and mixing. And you got all that good stuff in there, and you just shake. Shake to your heart's content. Now, I'm going to stop shaking now because I'm going to cut this video off so it won't be so long. But look at it already. Look at you can see the grains in it from the seasoning already. So I'm going to cut this video off and tell you this is a collab with Deborah Kabasa, the Grace Life DIY, and Jeans Decor and more. And it's called Easy and Quick Meals. This is quick. It's just the mixing part makes it longer. And then I'm going to keep shaking this as I leave you because I have to have this to fry my chicken in. And for those of you that like your fish fried in flour, this is good as well. So this is my homemade chicken fry mix. And I call it Benson Family Recipes because we make stuff so long ago because we got tired of buying stuff and didn't know what was in it. So now you know what's all in this. You can pick and choose your spices as you like. You do what you like, what your family like. But I guarantee you when you make your own and put it aside, your mouth will water. Let me go through again. 3 tablespoons of garlic powder. Okay. 3 tablespoons of Sazon Tropical. 3 tablespoons of onion powder. 3 tablespoons of no salt, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, 2 tablespoons of buttery steakhouse, but you can use your choice yourself. Whatever you find you think will make your chicken taste good, you can do it. And I found this at the Dollar Tree. I had not been using this, but I found it at the Dollar Tree and found it to be good. Okay? And then we have the caramelized onion burger. It's going to give it chicken that onion flavor, okay? And we're going to use organic flour. We're going to use rice flour. And we have some cornstarch in there. And then we have our regular flour. And one more thing, I use 1 package of this, the chicken flavor instant broth. Okay, so this is May's Design Corner saying thank you so very much for looking at my video, and I hope it hadn't been too long, but I just wanted to let you know how you can do it yourself without using that mix from the store, because you don't know what's in that mix besides what they tell you it's used for. Thank you again. Don't forget to pray for someone else besides yourself. And always know that this is God's world. No matter what we say or how we say it, this world belongs to God. And there ain't nothing you, I, or me can do about it but live in here and trust and love each other. May's Design Corner saying bless you and thank you for subscribing. I really, really thank you from the bottom of my heart. May's Design Corner saying adieu. God bless you. Quick and easy meals.